So, man himself, interesting creature. Man has no claws. He can't blend into his environment with a cloak like camouflage. He's not fast. His eyesight is poor. He can't see like an eagle. He can't move like a cheetah or like a rabbit. Can't fly. His teeth aren't particularly sharp or jagged. You have the little incisor teeth here, but not much. Man himself is actually weak. A couple of coyotes could take him out if they wanted to. But what makes man invincible? What makes man so special? It's the mind. It's the gift of the mind that the Creator endowed us with. So I want to talk about some secrets of the mind, right? A lot of people are disassociating themselves from their true power. They're disempowering themselves, including myself, because we don't realize the true power that we hold. We don't realize the true power that we hold. Alarm's going off. Gotta turn it off. We don't realize the true power that we hold. And so, the mind can create anything. There was a wise man who once said, whatever the mind can believe and conceive, the mind can achieve. What does that mean? Is that there are 7 universal laws, and one of them is, the chief one actually is, all is mind, all is mental, meaning that everything is thought based. Everything is based on thought in the universe. So in order to create this video, first I conceived the video in my mind. I thought of it first, then it manifested. In order to create a camera, which I'm recording with, someone conceived it mentally. They mapped it out in a book or in digital form, then they created it. Once you realize the all-encompassing, omnipotent power of your mind, is going to change your life, because your thoughts and your mind affects your reality. Okay? So there's some people who may be in conditions like poverty, conditions like strife in their household, conditions like societal disadvantages, things like that. But as you can see, man is the weakest, physically weakest creature, the most fragile creature on the planet. Right? Most fragile creature on the planet. But what is it that keeps us thriving? What is it that creates pyramids and skyscrapers, beautiful gardens, cameras to record with, YouTube, the internet? It's the cerebral cortex. It's your mind. It's your brain. Really, the mind functions through the brain, but it's not about the brain, really. It's about the mind. So you can change your circumstances by using your mind. But one key secret of the mind is that what you think about, you become. What you constantly think about is what you become. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's in the Bible. You had Socrates, you had the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics. You had a lot of people, a lot of philosophers who said that as a man thinketh, so is he. So as you think, you become. So the key thing is that you have to watch your thoughts, and you have to think things into existence. So for example, if every day after school you come home, you hit the basketball court for 5 hours, you shooting you're shooting in the gym for 5 hours, then you're gonna be a great basketball player. But the odds are is that your mind is always on basketball, achieving that dream. The odds are more slim for you, because there's not as much chances to become a basketball player. However, if your mind is consistently on becoming a chemist, a dentist, lawyer, an entrepreneur, etc., internet entrepreneur, you're going to manifest that with your mind. So whatever you create with the mind, it manifests into reality. Another key thing about the mind is, secret of the mind is, whatever you put into the mind, that's what you get out of the mind. So now we live in an electrified age. We live in the Aquarian age that so many people were talking about before, that Noble Drew Ali talked about, a lot of the scholars talked about. We live in an electrified age where everything is electrified, everything is quick, everything is fast. So if you remember in the Matrix, Neo was trying to jump across the buildings and not fall to his death or fall and land on the ground, but he didn't believe he could do it. Once he believed there weren't any limitations for himself, he was able to take that leap. Dealing with belief, another example is that the 4-minute mile, for years it was impossible for a man to crack a sub 4 mile. They thought it was impossible until one European Caucasian man broke the record for the 4-minute mile. Then that same year, high school students, people from all over the world, start breaking the sub 4-minute mile. Why? Because it was mental. It was all belief. They believed that they were limited. They believed that they couldn't break the 4-minute mile. But once a man did it, they saw and believed that they could do it. But Neville Goddard says, seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. The first man who ran the sub 4 mile had to believe first. Then he saw it when he saw his time. Back to the electrified age. We live in a time now, it's like the Matrix, where Neo downloaded all that information and knowledge. We live in a time now where you have ebooks, you have YouTube videos, you have lynda.com, udemy.com, edX, you got MIT courses online. I learned a lot of Spanish online. You got Skype, you got different things you can learn online. Download things into your mind. Whatever you feed the mind is whatever it gives back to you. So it's like water in a garden. If you pouring gasoline, you pouring horrible fertilizers, wax seeds, dead seeds into the garden, nothing's gonna come out of it. So for my people that are in the hood, for my people that are in distressful situations, guess what? You're not poor. You're not impoverished. You have your mind. It's the greatest tool that we have. The thing about people who are prosperous out here in the world is that they utilize their faculties of their mind. The mind is easily influenced by its environment, the conscious mind. There's a conscious mind, there's a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is easily influenced by its environment. So if you're in poverty and you are utilizing the conscious mind, all you see is poverty. And so your courage is dampened because of your environment, because of the suggestions made by your physical surroundings, because of the suggestions made by your mother, your grandmother, your father, your grandfather, your sister, your cousin, your homie down the street. So in order to strengthen the mind, you have to read books, you have to listen to cassette tapes, you have to listen to digital audio tapes, you have to listen to YouTube videos that will uplift your mind. Your mind could take you to India. Your mind could take you to Africa. Your mind could take you to, I don't have my wallet on me, to hundreds in the bank, to thousands in the bank from poverty. There's many stories about people who developed and cultivated their mind and became abundantly rich. That's what you can do. So these are the secrets of the mind. It's very simple. What you put in the mind becomes the mind, and what you think about, you become. Dealing with the subconscious mind is even better because the subconscious mind brings revelations to you. So whatever suggestions you allow to come through the conscious mind, it goes deeper into the subconscious mind, which programs your behaviors, your habits, your belief systems, and your attitudes. So if you've been constantly told that you ain't shit your whole life because you came up in poverty, because you came up of a certain race, because you came up in a certain society or civilization, subconsciously you're going to be limiting yourself because your belief system is the belief system of a mite. Your belief system is the belief system of an ant or something minuscule of a microbe, because you've been taught that you ain't shit, you worthless. So your self-worth in your subconscious mind is going to be low. But once you reprogram that by studying and cultivating your mind and realizing and telling yourself and making suggestions to your subconscious mind that, in fact, I'm not worthless. In fact, I'm full of worth. I'm full of value. In fact, I'm priceless, because I know this because I studied in books. I studied nature. I studied the divine going within and realizing that the divine is within me, so therefore I'm priceless. And you start telling your subconscious mind that. Now the subconscious mind is going to start recognizing everything in your environment that matches your belief system. That's the key with the subconscious mind. That's another secret of the mind, is that anything that you tell your conscious mind and you believe, it'll go into the subconscious. But the subconscious recognizes and sees everything in your environment to confirm and verify what you believe. So if you believe that life is abundant and you can achieve anything, you're going to see that out in the world. You're going to see somebody in a Bentley. You're going to see somebody that created something from nothing. You're going to stumble across an autobiography of a child of somebody who came from nothing. Andrew Carnegie from Scotland. All these different people, from Alexander Graham, Bell, people who came up, Marconi, all these people who came up and created. You're going to start picking up on these stories, seeing these things in your environment, and you're going to use them to your benefit. You have to cultivate the mind, because it'll save your life. If you're in a situation you don't want to be in, or if you want to create something new, maybe you're in a beneficial situation, but you want to improve it, you have to utilize the mind. It's the most powerful tool you have. Backed up with the mind is action. That's will. Your brother, your friend, your dietitian, back again for another installment, 16 video challenge. Give thanks for the 1,600 subscribers. We're taking this to the next level by giving you 16 videos, because we appreciate you. Bless up, good health and mad wealth. Peace.